Wednesday.
Now at 11, new video of the suspect wanted in connection to the shooting death of a teenage girl in Long Beach. We have the latest in the investigation.
Tensions escalating at UCLA amid an ongoing anti-war demonstration on campus. We're live from Westwood.
And from Castaic to the foothills, more bear sightings reported across Southern California. Casey Montoya is here with your 5 Live forecast.
And we're going to see sunshine once again today. We will cool off this weekend, though, and some of us have a chance of rain. We're going to talk about all that coming up.
Good morning and welcome to the KTLA 5 Morning News at 11 a.m. I'm Glenn Walker.
And I'm Lou Parker. Thanks for joining us. We begin with breaking news from the Antelope Valley. The parents of 4-year-old Noah Quattro, who was tortured to death in 2019, have been sentenced in court. Jose Maria Quattro Jr. received 32 years to life in prison, while his wife, Ursula Juarez, has received 22 years. They claim that Noah drowned in a community pool, but traumatic injuries on his body raised suspicions about how he died. Both pleaded no contest to first-degree murder and torture last month. Noah's grandmother also filed a civil lawsuit against the Department of Children and Family Services, saying she had made several reports of abuse that were ignored before Noah's death.
Developing news, Long Beach police released surveillance video today of a possible suspect in the shooting death of a teenager last month. The video was recorded along the 1100 block of Lewis Avenue a short time before 17-year-old Brianna Soto was shot. She was walking back home from work about 8:25 p.m. on March 26. She had just spoken to her mom on her phone and was a short distance from home when she was struck by a bullet. She died at a hospital a few days later.
The suspect appears to be a male of unknown age, dressed in dark clothing with a mask over his face. We also have reason to believe the suspect ran southbound immediately following the murder and began removing garments of clothing.
Anyone with information is urged to contact the Long Beach police.
A New York judge has found former President Donald Trump in contempt of court for repeatedly violating a gag order. The judge fined the former president and threatened him with jail time for another violation. KTLA 5's Trevor Shirley live in Washington, D.C. this morning with more details. Good morning, Trevor.
Lou, good morning to you as well. The judge's ruling today was a major rebuke of the former president, who says he's just been exercising his right to free speech. That ruling came down earlier this morning. Judge Juan Merchan finding Mr. Trump made 9 gag order violations, even though prosecutors said he'd made 10. The former president was fined $9,000, which he has to pay by Friday. He was also ordered to remove 7 offending posts from his Truth Social account and 2 others from his campaign website by this afternoon. The judge also threatening Mr. Trump with jail time if he continues to violate the case's gag order. Prosecutors say Mr. Trump repeatedly violated that order by publicly criticizing the judge, jurors, witnesses, and other people connected to the New York hush money case. Mr. Trump, though, says he has a free speech right to criticize people connected to the case, but the judge today obviously disagreeing with him on that front. Now, it would be unprecedented if the judge actually sent the former president to jail for continued violations. Just the security arrangements alone to make that happen may persuade the judge not to take that route unless he absolutely has to. But it also begs the question, does a $9,000 fine like the one we saw today really serve as a deterrent to someone with as much wealth as the former president? That's the latest here in Washington. We'll send it back to you guys in L.A.
United will never be defeated.
Chaos broke out at Columbia University in New York City. At least 200 pro-Palestinian demonstrators are now occupying a building at the university. Some of them went up to the second-floor window and unfurled a banner to rename the building Heinz Hall after Hein Rajab, a 6-year-old girl killed in the Gaza war. Columbia announced it was essentially closing down today. On social media, the demonstrators posted, "If Columbia tries to remove them by force, the school will, quote, have blood on its hands." Meantime, tensions remain high at UCLA after dueling protest groups clashed late last night as pro-Palestinian demonstrators block access to parts of the campus. University police stepped in to restore order. KTLA 5's Kimberly Chang live now in Westwood with the latest developments. Kimberly?
Glenn, hi, if you've been following, you know that this part of the campus has been taken over and blocked off so that people cannot cross through. If you take a look behind me, you can see campus security here now. They've created this barricade right outside of the encampment so that people don't cross over. And surrounding the encampment is plywood board, so we're having a limited view of what we can see inside, and we also want to be careful what we shoot because there are some profanities written on this plywood. Now, fights apparently broke out here at the UCLA campus last night around the encampment that has been set up by pro-Palestinian demonstrators. We'll show you that in just a moment, but first take a look at this video. This happened around 9 o'clock this morning. We saw a man on crutches trying to cross through the barricades outside this encampment, but got into it with security. He told KTLA he's an alumni and was trying to get to the other side of campus to meet a friend, and he claims he was tackled, pushed, and shoved trying to cross.